Holidays are coming, shit, they actually are. No better time then than to jump into this. A gift buying guide for the Stephen King fan in your life. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave Musson, at Dave Musson on Instagram, and this is the place where I talk about all things Stephen King. Now in my regular videos, I give you 19 reasons to read each and every single one of his books. That sounds like something you'd like more of. Go and check out the other videos on this page and you'll find where we're up to so far, somewhere in the mid-90s. However, every now and then I like to throw out some specials, and this is one of those. Now, we are approaching holiday season, which means you might have some gifts to buy for a Stephen King fan in your life, or you might be a Stephen King fan and people are asking you what to get for these various holidays. Either way, this video will hopefully help. What I've tried to do is pull together a few various ideas of things that just might bring an extra special smile to that person when they open that very special Stephen King gift. So if that sounds good, let's jump in. So we've got to start with books, right? I mean, books, Stephen King, obvious. Now, the really hardcore Stephen King fans will probably already have almost everything. I could tell you about the new Hodder Rainbow editions, but I don't have any of them to show you, and I wanted to go a little bit deeper and a little bit more niche than that. So if you're looking for something really special that is a book with Stephen King's name on or attached to it, here are a few ideas for you. Okay, let's start with Charlie the Choo Choo. This is a really nice piece of Dark Tower memorabilia written by King under the name of Beryl Evans. It's just great. It really does capture the there is something not quite right here that this book has in the Dark Tower books, and even has a little pull quote from Stephen King himself: "If I were ever to write a children's book, it would be just like this." Okay, next is The Dark Man, which is kind of pricey for what it actually is. It's just one poem that King wrote that eventually inspired his creation of Randall Flagg, but it's the illustrations in this that really make it. If you see this as a piece of art rather than just a poem in a book, then you can kind of justify the expense, and it is pretty special. So next up is Nightmares in the Sky, a pretty interesting one. So this is a coffee table book from 1988 of photographs of gargoyles, and King wrote an essay about gargoyles for the intro. Now his essay is great, it's really fun to read, and the pictures are pretty cool as well. There's some spooky stuff in here. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but gargoyles and shit. My only tip with this one, gargoyles and shit and all of that, is make sure you've got a shelf big enough, because it's bigger than my face. Okay, I had to throw this one in here. Black House Original Rainbow Edition, the holy grail of rainbow books. Now, if you want to check out my complete guide to the original Hodder Rainbows, I'll pop it up here somewhere and you can hear me talk about this one in a bit more detail. Difficult to track down, but if you can find this for a rainbow collecting King fan, they will love you forever. So next up is one I don't have, but it's one I really, really want. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon pop-up book. Who said pop-up books just had to be for kids? The next is 6 Scary Stories, a somewhat left field choice. So this is a book that has an introduction by King, and what the stories in here are the finalists from a UK short story competition from a few years back that Stephen King was a judge for. Now the stories within here are actually a bit meh, to be honest. But if you're a King completionist, is that right? King completionist? Completist? If you're a King fan who wants everything, or you know a King fan who wants everything, then they kind of need this. And King's intro about short stories is actually really worth a read. So lastly, when it comes to books, is Secret Windows, which is King's own ponderings on writing, the craft of writing, and all of that kind of stuff collected into one book. You can see I own it. I haven't jumped into it yet, but I cannot wait to, because it sounds fascinating. A collection of intros, interviews, essays, all of that kind of stuff. King talking about what he does. Okay, so you don't just have to buy books for the Stephen King fan in your life. There is a shit ton of Stephen King stuff out there for you to buy, and I just wanted to pick out some of my favourite creators who I have bought stuff from in the past, who I just wanted to give my seal of approval to and point you in their direction if you're looking for something to buy this holiday season. So first off, we're going to talk about bookmarks, and you won't be surprised that there are lots of King related bookmarks to choose from. I wanted to pick out a couple of creators for you, 2 in fact, as my fingers gave away there, and I will pop the links to both of them in the description for this video. So first of all, we've got A Stranger Dream, who made these ones and has made many others. Now, their bookmarks and their whole merch set is really quite beautiful, and if it weren't for the damned expensive costs of international shipping, I would have bought a lot more by now. So second, I wanted to shout out Bookmarked by Beth. Now, I did win a blood-splattered bookmark of hers when she launched her shop, but typically as I sit down to record this video and give her a shout out, I don't have a fucking clue where it is. I tidied this room a while ago, and yeah, it's somewhere, but I don't know where. I have that bookmark though, and I love it. I also really wanted to get one of her blood splatter Stephen King logo coasters, but when they went on sale, I was putting my toddler to bed. By the time that was done and I came back downstairs and checked, they'd sold out. That's how good her stuff is. It sells out like that, but do check her store out. So lastly, I wanted to talk about clothing stuff. Now, those of you who've watched more than a few of my videos will probably have seen me wearing clothing by some of these creators. And again, I wanted to pick out 2 that I wanted to give a special shout out to, and I will pop the links below. So first up is Loudmouth Threads, who does loads of really cool horror themed stuff, including obviously lots of Stephen King. So there's a Stephen King t-shirt I wore for a lot of my videos with the red tie-dye and Stephen King's face. That's one of his. We've got this one. Jack Flag. If you get it, you get it. Also, I have this lovely beanie of his that says "We all float down here." Well, it's my beanie now. He designed it. And I even have a key fob from Needful Things, the shop. His stuff is fucking wicked. His style is so awesome. Check him out on Instagram and go buy stuff from his shop. Second, you have to check out the mighty Quartet 19. My favourite sweater in the world is from Quartet 19. I also have t-shirts. I've even got a face mask. The best thing I think about Quartet 19 is not only their designs, but the fact that they print their stuff on really, really comfy clothing. So not only do you look fucking cool, you feel fucking great too. So again, go and check out Quartet 19. And once more, if international shipping wasn't such a pain in the ass, I would probably have a whole wardrobe of their stuff by now. Likewise, Loudmouth Threads. There we go, a few gift ideas for the Stephen King fans out there. Whether that's you and you've got people asking you what you want for the holidays, or whether you're buying for somebody who loves Stephen King, hopefully there are a few ideas in that video for you. I'll put as many links as I can in the description below. Do go and check out whatever tickles your fancy. And if you're still really struggling for something after that, then hey, you can go over to Bandcamp and check out my band's single, Stephen, which is about Stephen King. I'll put the link to that in as well, but honestly, you really don't have to. I know how many of you hate it. That's it for this video. Do check out what else is on my channel and maybe consider subscribing if you like what you see here. And if you want to come and chat more about some of these gift ideas or double check some of the links, my DMs are always open on Instagram. I'm at Dave Musson. Come and say hi and let's chat. Next time we'll be back with a more regular video, 19 reasons to read one of his books, can't remember which, but you'll just have to come back and see, won't you? Thanks for stopping by and I will see you real soon.